Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, in our previous video lectures, we discussed different methods of studying literature like comparative study, like historical method or chronological method of studying literature. In the same manner, today we want to understand how the study of style is important in our efforts of studying literature. Friends, W.H. Hudson, William Henry Hudson, has discussed style as an index of the author's personality, and that we want to understand in today's lecture. Friends, we know that everyone in this world is known by his or her unique style. Say, for example, in our practical life, forget literature for a while, in our practical life in Bollywood, we have legendary Amitabh Bachchan. He is known by his unique style of voice, his unique style of acting, and all the viewers are the fans of Amitabh Bachchan just because of his voicing manner, or just because of his acting manner. In the same manner, like we have Shah Rukh Khan, right? He has his own style of acting and dancing, and we know him as a unique actor of Bollywood. Same thing, friends, happen in literature. In literature, we have thousands of writers and authors, and each and every great author has his own unique style by which the readers know him as an outstanding writer, an outstanding literary personality of literature. And that is the reason why, for example, if you want to understand literature, if you want to understand a piece of literature or one particular author, you need to study the style of that author, because the style of that author tells you so many things about the mind and personality of the author. Okay, just for example, when you are reading a book, right, the first page of the book tells you the index, means the content, okay, which is known as the index. When you read the index of the book, you get some knowledge about what are the contents of that book. In the same manner, if you understand the style of a particular author, you understand his works on a larger scale, right? That is why the study of style is important in literature. Now, friends, the question remains, what is this style in literature? Right? Style in literature means the use of language. Just for example, a painter uses the brushes and colors. So, brushes and colors are the medium of expression for a painter. The painter wants to express his thoughts, his emotions with the help of the brush and the colors. In the same manner, a poet, a dramatist, a novelist expresses his thoughts, his ideas with the help of language. So, language is a tool, it is a medium of expression adopted by the author. So, in each and every author has his own unique, outstanding medium of expression, which is known as style. This style includes diction. Diction means what? Choice and arrangement of words in literature. Like what kinds of words are used by the poet, how they are arranged in the poetry, what rhythm, what meter is mostly loved by this particular author, what kind of intonation, accent and stress pattern, all these things include the style of the authors. Like one particular author likes to use simile and metaphors much. Another particular author likes to use some other figures of speech like personification and hyperbole. So he has his own style and the other author has his own style. So everyone has a different style through which we know him, right? Many times when we read literature, we feel that so and so writer must have written this particular work. How do we decide these things? We decide these things just by his or her use of language, his or her style which we find in that particular work of art. Okay, now William Henry Hudson has also presented the views of three poets and critics, and they are Alexander Pope, Carlyle and Newman. All these three critics and poets, they have expressed their views on style. Okay, say for example Alexander Pope, he says that style is the dress of thought. Thought means the idea, right? The author wants to express his idea in his work of art, and for that he needs one medium. So that language, according to Alexander Pope, that language, the medium or the style is the dress of thought. On the other hand, Carlyle, who is a very popular poet of English literature, he has a different opposite view. He says that style is not the dress, is not the coat of the writer, but it is the skin of the writer. Now there is a difference. Like coat can be removed, your dress can be removed, but your skin can never be removed. So according to Carlyle, style is inseparable. He says that you cannot separate the author's style from his personality. But Alexander Pope wants to say that style and the author are detachable, are separable. But William Henry Hudson, he does not favor Alexander Pope's view, and he says that style is inseparable. You cannot separate the style of the author from the author's personality. Okay, for Alexander Pope, style is something which is external, but for Carlyle and for Hudson, style is something which is internal, right? Hudson says that style is not external, style is the skin of the author, and it is possible that during the initial stage of the writer, say for example a young writer of your age, he or she starts writing poetry, drama or novels, he adopts somebody's style, he tries to imitate some popular poet. Okay, so he doesn't have his own style. But later on, when he advances, when he goes further and he becomes a popular poet, he naturally develops his own style, and that is the reason why it is said that every spirit builds its own house, right? So everyone has his own style. In the same manner, Newman, the third critic, he also expresses his views on style, and he says that style is the shadow of the writer. Can you imagine yourself standing in the sunlight without your shadow? No, right? You cannot keep away, you cannot escape from your shadow. In the same manner, the author and his style both are inseparable. That is what Newman also says. Now, as I just in the beginning of this video I told you that when you read a book, the first page index tells everything about the content of the book. In the same manner, style is not only the living product of the author's personality but also the transparent record of his intellectual, spiritual, and artistic growth. When you read the work of art, we come to know about the growth of the writer slowly and gradually in all his works. Okay, if you carefully observe the style of one particular author, it will inform you of his education, of what influences shaped his life, his personal experiences, what made his personality, all these things, like what books he must have read. All these things you come to know when you observe the style of one particular author. So that is the reason why it is believed, friends, that style is the index of the author's personality. Style tells us everything about the author's mind, his intellect, his emotions, and as a whole, his whole personality. So friends, here we come to the end of this lecture. If you really liked this video and if you want to tell me thank you, don't tell me thank you. Please share this video among your friends and classmates. Thank you. Thank you very much.